All right, now I punched these in my calculator and I figured out what 11 cosine 35 is. I've got 9.01. I hope that's right. And I punched these in to see what the y movement is total. I added up the movement from vector A and the movement from vector B, and I figured out it moved 12.8 in the y direction. So let me just rough this out. So I've got 9.01 in the x direction like this from where we started at base camp. And then we move up like 12.8, it's a little farther, and head up in this direction. So I know that the resultant vector from base camp to the snake pit has got to be moving in some direction this way. So if we look at that, we know kind of it's moving up, let's say from between 0 and 90, I would have to guess, in this region in here. So 0 is over here, 90 is straight up. My answer had better be somewhere between 0 and 90 for this red arrow. All right, so if I punch this in, use Pythagorean theorem, I've got 9.01 squared plus 12.8 squared, and I ended up here with a resultant of 15.66 kilometers. So that's how far it is from base camp to the snake pit. When I plugged it in and used trig to figure out what the angle is, I look here, the angle in the corner here, I'm going to use tangent. I look, there's tangent, opposite side is 12.8. The adjacent side is 9.01. I punched that in. I think I got 56 or 57 degrees. Let's see what this inspires me. I've got 54.88. Let's say 54.9. So this is 54.9 degrees in that corner. So I look at my total answer. It's 54.9 from where? Well, this line coming straight across is the 0 line. What's 54.8, 54.9, excuse me, greater than what 0 is? And the answer is 54.9. And voila, my answer is 15.66 kilometers at an angle of 54.9. Now the point of this exercise is to work this sheet, you've got to go back through. We're going to be using components. That's the little pieces that we're adding up here to solve these problems. So it doesn't matter what the direction is. It is truly monkey work because every time we're going to write cosine for the x and sine for the y direction. What do we put in front of the word? We put the hypotenuse in front. What do we put after the sine or cosine? We put whatever angle we're working on. Now remember, this is vector A on this side, and then that's vector B over there. So we just put the information for vector A here, the information for vector B there. Add them up, use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out how far it is from base camp to the snake pit, use tangent, and voila, we're going to end up. Now be careful with that angle. In this particular one, we were at first quadrant. Go back through, check the angle, and make sure that the result here is pointed in that proper direction. Make your changes accordingly. Don't just randomly put the angle down. I wish you luck finishing the rest of the sheet. I'll be back on Wednesday. Have a great time.